The police came to Peoplez company to conduct a search and confiscate items that will be used for the investigation. They also investigated Jiun in the meeting room and closed all the curtains. Eun-ho, as the secretary, was also not allowed to enter the room, and so was Yoon-hoon. The police explained that CEO Park Yang-min of Iconic Biotechnology embezzled investment funds and disappeared. They knew that Jiun worked with him until recently, and Jiun also had shares in his company. Jiun received shares as a down payment because Iconic Biotechnology had great potential, so Jiun made that decision. And the police explained that they lied to commit investment fraud. Many people invest because they believe in Peoplez company and also Jiun herself. Because Jiun and Peoplez are often mentioned when investments are made, and because of that the police think they and Jiun are quite close. Jiun explained that apart from shares, she didn't get any profit, and the police felt that it was enough for now. After reviewing the confiscated documents, the police will contact Jiun again. Kyung-woo feels that this is all happened because of her, even though she had previously verified the information about Iconic Biotechnology. Their financial report was stable and their business report was perfect. Their new drug had been patented. Everything looked good. All their documents seemed good, so she thought there would be no problem, but she didn't expect things to get this bad. Yoon-hoon and Mai asked Kyung-woo to stop blaming herself, because they used Peoplez to look legitimate, then deceive investors to get money. Even though they could do this fraud themselves, but why involve Peoplez? It seems like there is a party who wants Peoplez to be down. It turns out that CEO Park Yang-min is hiding somewhere, and there is also Hyejin and another man who are working together to commit fraud. They will soon leave Korea and already have a safe route. In 10 days, the two of them will disappear from Korea. Hyejin is very satisfied seeing Peoplez down, and they are also very happy because their money has been sent abroad, but CEO Park Yang-min is still a little confused and feels guilty. And the other man tells CEO Park Yang-min to calm down because this will change his life completely, so enjoy it. Then CEO Park Yang-min asked why Hyejin did that to Peoplez. And Hyejin answered that it was because the CEO of Peoplez made her upset. Hearing that, CEO Park Yang-min still felt guilty and he left them. Jiun gathered all the staff and she apologized for what happened. What she could definitely say was that she didn't do anything shameful as the CEO of Peoplez. The truth will be revealed after the investigation and she will overcome this crisis. For now, it's hard to continue working normally, so until the investigation results come out, Jiun asked them to work from home until further notice. Yoon-hoon met his father because he thought it was his father's action. But his father thought if he didn't have anything else to do, because the company was meaningless, he would just keep observing them. If things started to get worse, he would have to make a decision. So, Chairman Woo asked Yoon-hoon to leave Peoplez and work for him. But Yoon-hoon didn't want to follow his father's wishes and he would never work for his father. On the way, Yoon-hoon got a notification that his credit card was cancelled and his father had also changed the locks on the house. Yoon-hoon felt that his father was very cruel because he was kicked out of his own house. Eun-ho invited Jiun to go home because everyone is go home. Jiun feels very scared and Eun-ho strengthens her that this is not the end and Jiun is not alone. Eun-ho escorts Jiun to her house and he will leave after Jiun sleeps. But suddenly there is a sound of the doorbell and Eun-ho goes to check who came. It turns out there are some people who want to meet Jiun. They are investors who invested in Iconic Biotechnology. According to the news, Jiun was involved in the fraud, so they asked Jiun to take responsibility. And Eun-ho explains that it is not true, so he asks to stop this commotion. But they don't want to and keep asking Ji-yoon to get out. And Eun-ho forces them to leave, because if not he will call the police. They will be leaving today, but they already know the office and the house, so they will come back. Because it was very uncomfortable, Eun-ho invited Ji-yoon to go to his house.
우리 집으로 가요.
Finally, Ji-yoon arrived at Eun-ho's house and Bail is very happy because Ji-yoon would sleep at her house. But she was confused where Ji-yoon would sleep, and Eun-ho was confused to answer it. Then Bail offered to sleep with her and Ji-yoon was very happy about that. Eun-ho was relieved because his daughter wanted to share a bed with her. It turned out that the Peoplez staff agreed gather at a book cafe to solve the problem that is happening. They can't just stay silent because there is something suspicious that they can't ignore. Why did they involve recruiters in the investment fraud? If this was just about deceiving investors, they could have recruited anyone. But why did they make everything up and show that Peoplez has something to do with iconic biotechnology? The staff thought, could it be that someone deliberately set a trap to involve Peoplez in this fraud? But who and why? And they only have information about CEO Park Young-min, so let's investigate the people around him. They are sure they will find something, and they are also looking for people who have a grudge against Peoplez or anyone suspicious at work. They think maybe Career Way and also Jong-nam are the masterminds behind this. And Mr. Kim will meet Jong-nam, because this will be an opportunity to meet him and end this.
자, 이상.
Mr. Kim meets Jong-nam. He is very angry because Jong-nam took advantage of him. But Jong-nam thinks Mr. Kim gave him bad information, so now he is fired by Career Way. And Mr. Kim does not regret it at all, and he asks Jong-nam to talk. Suddenly, Ji-yoon enters the book cafe while she is on the phone with Eun-ho. The staff there are shocked, so is Ji-yoon, who is equally shocked. Ji-yoon is confused, what are they doing there? And they explain that they gathered to investigate. And Ji-yoon wonders why they did that, even though they were not told to. It is because of their company. And Mr. Kim says that there is someone behind it. She is CEO Kim Hye-jin of Career Way. He got the clue when he met Jong-nam. Before the incident, CEO Park Young-min often visited Career Way. And according to his co-workers, his personality changed drastically. At first he was a hard worker until his new drug was patented. Then the investment stopped. He couldn't even pay his employees. Seeing his condition, he must have been persuaded to commit investment fraud. Mr. Kim and the others investigated it to help clear Ji-yoon's name, so they asked Ji-yoon not to worry because they will protect Peoplez. Ji-yoon became touched and she thanked all the staff who were willing to help her. Suddenly Kyung-won cried and apologized to Ji-yoon, but according to Ji-yoon she was not guilty because Ji-yoon made the decision herself. And suddenly Bail came looking for her father. She saw Ji-yoon there and she asked if Ji-yoon would stay again tonight. They were all shocked because they thought Ji-yoon and Eun-ho were already living together. Their relationship had gone very far. Eun-ho and Ji-yoon were confused to give an explanation and they just left that place.
아니요.
When she wanted to pick up Seo-jin and Bail, Soo-hyun heard the teacher and Jung-hoon's phone call. She was surprised when she found out that Jung-hoon wanted to stay at the kindergarten because his father kicked him out. At home, Soo-hyun thought about why Jung-hoon was kicked out, even though his company's condition was not good. Her mother thought that Soo-hyun couldn't focus on writing and told her to go out of the house to get some fresh air, to get inspiration. But she went to the kindergarten and looked for Jung-hoon, and Jung-hoon saw her and called her. Jung-hoon is confused why Soo-hyun is here at night, and he gave the excuse that Seo-jin's bottle was left behind, so she went there to get it. They chatted in the park and Soo-hyun asked how he was, because she heard that his company was having problems. Yoon-Hoon felt that his company would face the storm and he asked Soo-Hyun not to worry about Eun-ho. But Soo-Hyun wasn't worried about Eun-ho, but Yoon-Hoon. Currently, Yoon-Hoon is fighting with his father because he doesn't want to be like his brother. Although there is no guarantee of winning, he still will try his best to survive because he can't keep running. Now Soo-Hyun has also let go of her feelings, and she came not to get a water bottle. But she didn't explain the real reason, she just told Yoon-Hoon to go in and rest. Yoon-Hoon was confused and then he realized that Soo-Hyun knew that Yoon-Hoon was sleeping in kindergarten and Soo-Hyun deliberately came to see him. Chairman Woo waited for Ji-yoon in her office. He felt that Ji-yoon company was in a bad situation. Ji-yoon explained that the results of the investigation would prove her innocence, and they would return to normal. But Chairman thought that business is not run by facts, but by credibility, and when credibility is lost, it doesn't recover quickly. Ji-yoon shouldn't have let things get this bad. As a responsible CEO, Chairman told Ji-yoon to step down, because if Ji-yoon refused to step down, then he would propose Ji-yoon's dismissal to the board of directors. And if Ji-yoon left, Chairman promised to keep her staff, because a company wanted to take over Peoplez. Rather than Ji-yoon making her staff suffer to keep position, Chairman told her to leave after handing over her shares and management rights. It was the best decision for Peoplez. Because she was sad, Ji-yoon invited Eun-ho to go to the beach. Eun-ho felt that Ji-yoon was thinking about something and Ji-yoon said that she was thinking about Eun-ho. Since Eun-ho came into her life, she felt that she was not alone. Previously, she thought that she was the only one bearing the burden of the company, but it turned out that her staff were with her. They did not leave her and Eun-ho felt that Ji-yoon was not alone anymore, so she didn't need to worry. Then Eun-ho took out the necklace that he had prepared earlier and Ji-yoon thought that the necklace was very beautiful. Eun-ho put the necklace on Ji-yoon's neck and she was very beautiful. Ji-yoon thanked to Eun-ho for always being by her side. Then Eun-ho held her hand. Wherever she went, Eun-ho would not let go of her hand. And they kissed in the beautiful beach view. The next day, Ji-yoon gathered the staff at the Peoplez office. She announced that starting today, she would not be the CEO of Peoplez again.